Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling. Going about their day nice and lovely. Today, I am gonna play Tainted Lazarus. I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna do Tainted Blue Baby. Sorry, I'm like eating a tortilla right now. How Mexican of me. That joke might be a little too lowbrow, my bad. It's homemade and it's very fresh, so it's very warm and good. My bad. I was gonna do Tainted Blue Baby, but I realized I fucking hate him, so I don't really want to do it actually. So instead we're playing this guy because I don't like fun, you know? Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are enjoying your nice and lovely... I think this is a New Year's episode, actually. Happy New Year's, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna go silent for a bit. I'm gonna finish the tortilla. I'm sorry. I'm chewing this shit like a horse, man. Huh? Chromacopia. Okay. Chromacopia. Okay. Alright, my bad. Are you fucking for real? Okay, what's up with you guys, huh? You guys doing good? You guys chilling? You guys enjoying your days? Happy New Year's. Hello to everyone. You know, hope you guys have a great or had a great day. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't really know what the New Year's plan for me is. I know for a fact, as of the time of this recording, I would have gone out with my brother to spend some quality time and celebrate a happy New Year's Eve with friends. But besides that, I don't really have any plans for the actual day of. So what's up with you guys, you know? Do you guys got any crazy plans or anything? You guys enjoying your lives? Honestly, I say this every holiday. I'm more so just so glad to enjoy the day off. But if I were to actually be for real, you know, Tony, new year, new me, whatever, you know, yada, yada, yada. You got any New Year's resolutions? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do have some New Year's resolutions, perhaps. So, one of them is I want to spend less time online, for sure. I want to spend less time online, like looking at stuff or just, you know, whatever. I want to become a little bit more connected to like being a normal human or whatever, you know what I mean? Instead of just, I don't think I'm chronically online either. I just feel the need to describe this. I don't think I'm like chronically online or whatever, but I definitely do think I might spend a little bit more time online than like, say, your average human or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm aware of certain like jokes or things or like trending topics that I might be better off as a human not knowing. You feel me? That's how it got me feeling. Like, I'm aware of some things that I might be better off as a human having not known or not knowing these sort of deals. You feel me? Besides that, though, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm chilling. To keep it a stack, I don't really think I have. Luckily, I can say luckily I don't go to a gym And I've also been consistent with this the past month and some change, so I don't have to make it a New Year's resolution. But I feel as though I've been hitting the gym. I've been working out pretty solid, pretty consistently, so I don't think I need to make that a resolution, you know what I mean? And as the guy living on the other side of that, I'm very much so glad I don't have to worry about New Year's individuals, you know what I mean? And this is no hate, obviously. I don't want this to sound as though I'm being some elitist or whatever or something, you know what I mean? Where it's like, how come we gotta make resolutions to go to the gym, you know? Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what people are talking about. Alright, what I more so mean to say is, as someone who actively works out, if I had to go to the place, if I had to go to the gym to work out, it would be... It re-rolled into itself? What are we doing, bro? LaFlame? Hello? Like I was saying, I'm glad I don't have to go to the physical location of the gym itself, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I had to, I feel as though I would absolutely hate the new year. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I've gone to the gym, at least not in a while, where it's been like roughly the start of a new year. And I always fear it because I know every year people are making the pledge to start working out again or whatever. Something like that. And so I fear if I had gone, I would get faced with like a crowd of people, you know what I mean? That's my number one fear. Is there's gonna be way more people at the gym than what I would be kind of fine with. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, that's also why I feel as though I've never really been super consistent at the turn of like a new year or something. I think my best was when I was unemployed, but even then, that was a string of like from, I want to say it was April to August, so like around a string of 4 months where I was like pretty consistent. But that was from April, the 4th month, to the 8th month. And then I started working and I got less consistent again. And then I started to re-go again in the new year, but it was like next April, you know what I mean? Like, once again, I don't think I've ever really been super duper consistent with it, and it's mainly because one, usually something has gotten in my way, which I know is not necessarily a great excuse, but it's, I swear to y'all, it's the honest to God truth. And not only that, all right, besides that, it's also been, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my God, what's the word I'm thinking of? New year. I think of the fact that the new year will get the gym packed, and I don't want to go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, luckily for me, I don't have that excuse, considering I don't go to a fucking gym anymore. You know what I mean? I just do the workouts at home, so I don't have to worry about doing that. I can actually stay consistent at the turn of a year. Let's see if my mind will like do that, or if I'm gonna try and make some BS excuse. If I try and make a BS excuse or whatever, though, I trust myself, surprisingly, to get on track with it. But yeah, New Year's resolution wise, I actually don't really do that kind of New Year's resolution of like, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't usually do that New Year's resolution of what's, oh my God, my brain. For my New Year's resolution, I'm gonna hit the gym or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't do that. And honestly, compared to last year, I actually don't think I had. Last year, I remember speaking on this. I was like, I don't really do New Year's resolutions like that. And honestly, to this day, I still don't. But, you know, I come up with something. That something being, how come I can't grab you? Hello? Magnet? Question mark? Magnet? Question mark? Right? Am I tripping? Am I tripping for thinking it would work? Oh my goodness. I guess I'll like, you know, in my mind I'm thinking like, oh, I'll humor the... Damn it. I'll humor the... What's it called? The New Year's resolution. But like, honestly, I don't think it's bad. I don't think New Year's resolutions are bad. I think I even said this in like my last time I did a video on this. Is I think they're good, and like honestly they can be very useful for people. It's just me personally, I don't know, I just don't like take it into consideration like that, you feel me? I'm not actively thinking at the turn of a new year like, oh, what resolution should I hold on to or whatever, you feel me? Oh, is that Darling Eye? Be lucky. Be lucky. It's taking every fiber and... It's taking every fiber of my being to not start singing the song. Ooh, I got a problem I don't know if I can shake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could not hold on to it like that. Forever is too long. Okay, like I was saying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just love the song a lot. I don't know, man. I just don't like take it into consideration usually, but I guess this year, I don't know, maybe there is something on my mind this year since I kind of came up with something off rip. Honestly, what did I say? Hold on, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, he's cooking. Give him a second, he's thinking. Our wits are shrinking, bro. Oh, be less online. Yes. I think that 1000% I want to be less online. And also another deal, maybe get used. This one, it's like, it's not like a resolution or whatever. I don't think it is. At least I wouldn't deem it one. I should start getting used to batch recording Isaac episodes so I can have more of like my own personal free time, and that one will lead into this like actual resolution. I say that because I want to start drawing more. I really enjoy doing art, or I definitely did enjoy doing art a lot back in high school and whatnot. And it's not that like I gave it up or whatever, but other things took over my life, you know what I mean? Freaking, I play video games like a shit ton, so that's something stopping me. But now that I'm a grown adult with my own time management skills and like, yes, a job, however, I would say I'm definitely a bit better at managing time and whatnot compared to when I was, oh, I don't know, let's say 15, 16 years old. I think I should be able to properly dedicate some time at least to doing art and drawing, which I enjoy greatly. I'm not good, but it's something that I did enjoy doing. And I did take on a piece, I didn't take on a piece or whatever. I guess you can kind of say I did that. I don't know if I'll ever share the image or whatever, but I tried to use a, what's the word I'm thinking of? I tried to use a, what are those called? A drawing pad? Yeah, I tried to use one that a friend had gotten me, actually, funny enough, I think like a couple Christmases ago. However, there was a big issue. Eucharist, we 1000%. Come and catch me, please. It's too long. Forever. Alright, I think we take this afterwards. You might be thinking, Tony, what's the move here? I'm gonna flip to regular Lazarus, grab Eucharist, flip back to this Lazarus and get the body for the HP because he's kind of low on it. There we go. See, now we're like equal in HP matters. Okay, so like I was saying, I do enjoy drawing and art and whatnot. I think it is a little, some of it, especially like compared to like looking at other artists and whatnot, a lot of it is very hard and like unknown to me and whatnot. Although I will say, I did decide to the other day, I think I want to say it was like maybe a week or two ago, I was like, man, I want to get back into trying to draw art or whatever. So I tried to use a drawing pad my friend gave me. However, unfortunately, I just never got used to, at least me personally, I never really got used to off rip working on a drawing pad. You know what I mean? The way that some people can do like digital art and just on a drawing pad, just kind of like freeball it or whatever, or at least maybe it's just the drawing pad I have where it doesn't have a screen, so I have to put the stylus to the pad and draw, but I also have to look at the computer screen, my active computer screen, to see what I'm drawing. And to me personally, I can't do that. I need to see the pen touch the paper and make the line right where I'm drawing it. I can't have this thing where I'm like once removed, you know what I mean? I'm like 1 point removed from this. That don't fit me. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a good idea. I'm personally, I'm already used to drawing like this, just classic pen and paper. So I decided, let me draw on paper, and whatever I do end up drawing, I can always just like scan it or upload it, like take a picture and trace it on digital. And you might be saying, Tony, tracing? Oh my goodness, how could you? I feel personally, I don't know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. I feel as though if it's tracing your own artwork that you did on pen and paper, it's like fine, right? There's no issue in that. I shouldn't have to worry about any like losing artist slash gamer cred or whatever. It's like, oh, Tony, you're tracing though. It's like, yeah, I know, but it's also like my own art. You know what I mean? I'm tracing my shit. That seems fine, right? Just to be honest, that seems like it'd be okay to me. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So yes, that was the plan. The plan was to draw on pen and paper and then just trace it over. And I did the drawing on the pen and paper, and I will say it's annoying because it's more so about myself or whatever. If you ask me to draw like features of a person, I don't think I could do that. I think I would fucking suck horrible. That's why personally I like to draw awesome things like armor and whatnot, you know what I mean? So I decided, you know what, I will use Sylex as reference. I decided, let me try to draw Sylex. I drew his helmet and I think it came out solid. The only issue I personally have with my own Sylex drawing is, damn, motherfucker moves quick. Hello, what am I supposed to do, man? That was so fucking cringe. What the hell was that? What? Are we, huh? What was that, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I'm left in awe at what just happened. Whatever. I'm not, ugh. So like I was saying, I think the drawing came out nice. I got like the general outline of his like helmet and then some minor details on the face. But I started to get very, and this is on me, all right? I got no one to blame but myself for this one. I got very into it, like kind of, in my opinion, maybe a little too into it, because I was very unhappy with the angle, and I wanted to make sure that the angle slash the drawing I had conveyed that it was going to be a, what's it called? Like an angle of him. It was an angle of Sylex. And so I ended up, like, no joke, I ended up like tapping in to some ancient evil art force in me, where I remembered, I was like, all right, I had to, like, no joke, I had to like start understanding from like a light level, you know what I mean, bro? I'm pretty sure most other artists have like had this before or something, but like I saw the angle or whatever, and I had to start thinking in like, all right, how does the light reflect off of him here and whatnot, you know, shit like that. And so I decided, I was like, you know what, wait, no, I got the perfect idea. I had the perfect idea. I was like, you know what, man, hold on, wait a minute, I got it. What if, all right, listen, hear me out here. What if sure, I just wasn't sure if I should like give it to this guy, but I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, there's no reason not to. Okay, so I had to like start looking at it and like, how does the light reflect off of this and whatnot, and I eventually just, in my mind, I decided, you know what, man, the best, I'm gonna have to tap in and like, unironically, I had to tap in and I had to start, what's the word I'm thinking of, man? I started shading, all right? And what I did like, you know, maybe you guys learned about this or you guys have done it before if you're like an artist of your own. I literally, and it sucks because I like to use a lead pencil. Personally, I love to use a lead pencil for art. I know it's like almost impossible to like do this type of shit on a lead pencil, but whatever. So I started to try like hatching in terms of shading or whatever, but I don't know, maybe I just always sucked at hatching, bro. It just didn't look natural, and it looked really like kind of off for the shading I was doing or whatever. So I started getting very like self-conscious about it. I was like, man, fuck, this ain't really coming out good. I'm kind of fucking up right now. What the hell do I do? So I decided, you know what, hold on, wait a minute. I know this ancient method, aka everyone has done this at some point before. The holy metal. I think other bro needs it perhaps a little more. Let's grab that as you pop it. Then you need the holy mantle. And there you go. We just kind of take him on and we beat him. So I can't tell if he's not moving or if he's like standing still to do that attack. You know what I mean? So I just was like, all right. I started hatching a little bit, and then I immediately, I like had the bright idea. I was like, you know what, bro? Hold on. I got to tap into this ancient technique of smudging the fuck out of the paper. So that's what I started doing, and I later learned apparently there's like a, it's like a, it's not a contraption or whatever. It's a pencil that doesn't have like a tip, and it's like rounded, so you can smudge the shit manually yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that's pretty cool. That's like, hold on, that's kind of an ingenious method of doing this, but Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know, I didn't have such luxury. So what I did instead, I just grabbed my finger and I just started rubbing the shit out of the paper, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it worked. It worked. Because guess what? That's what it does. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to swap to get the spirit heart on the other guy. God damn it. And I came here for no reason then. Maybe? Fuck this game. Yoink! Sucker. Whatever, I think maybe this guy might deserve it a little bit more anyways, considering he doesn't have a, he doesn't have mantle, and the other guy does now. Lil Gertie? No, is that Lil Gertie? The item? I think? I don't know. So anyways, I just started using my finger and I started to make it work, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I made it work or whatever, because I just, once again, I'm not really like that good at art or whatever. I'm just telling you the tech that I had to like undertake or whatever. But at the end, I still feel as though it came out like, and I haven't worked on much of it since. I do enjoy the, like, I look at it. And I never trace it either. I never ended up tracing it on the digital just because I got busy. So I still have the piece of paper, although unfortunately I don't know what happened. I think I have an idea where I was opening a LaCroix and a water droplet of the LaCroix landed on the piece of paper at a certain spot. So now that original paper, it's got like this permanent fucking marking on it, dog. And I'm gonna be real with you, it's only made me hate LaCroix even more because it's all that damn thing's fault, and I now have a like a unfortunate permanent smudge on it that looks ugly as hell. And I'm just like, well, you know, ain't that swell, you know what I mean? It sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna be real with you, it sucks, bro. I saw it and I'm just like, man, that's unfortunate. It's like ruined the page. It's ruined the paper, which sucks because I actually really liked, like, I think I had a job well done on it. At least for my standards, I had a job well done. I was like, you know what, man, I did well enough. That's the way I viewed it. In my mind, I did well enough. I'm fine with it. But guess what? Nope. Unfortunately not. I gotta end it all. You feel me? But still, regardless of all of that, he deserves it. He deserves the other part. I'm sorry. Dead Lazarus, I hope you understand. This dude, he needs a break. He needs the halo. Sticky situation, discombobulation. Palms itching like rosacea, then like ovation on business occupation. Sorry. Gotta whisper conversations? I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep singing the song. But yeah, anyways, it was a fun experience. Actually doing that was a fun experience and I enjoyed it. So I now want to actually, you know what I mean? Like I want to, I guess lock in would be the term I'm using here. I'm trying, oh, fuck. I'm trying to lock in, bro. All right. I'm trying to lock in and I'm trying to maybe pick up the pen slash pencil a bit more and get it done. I think for the meantime, I'm going to have to stick to the same idea though. Pen and paper until I decide like if I'm taking it seriously enough to get like an actual drawing tablet. I think unironically we gonna have to pen and paper this bitch for the foreseeable future. And then we just gonna have to hope, we gonna have to pen and paper and we just gonna have to hope that like nothing happens to it the same way my other one did. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even know where to start, all right? Honestly, genuinely, I only drew the Sylex because I had just beaten Metroid Prime 4 and I decided I want to like draw some of these cool things from Prime 4, some like cool screenshots I took. I kind of like want to draw these cool scenarios or whatever. So I decided to start off by just trying to make Sylex, but I only ended up ever like drawing Sylex's helmet just because I wanted like a, I guess like a face shot or whatever. I don't know, what do you call that? Okay. What? I hope you find yourself. If I buy Nightlight, does that switch? No, it doesn't. You know what? Hold on, that's kind of wicked though. Wait. Hold on. Wait, that's kind of wicked though. One of the rare opportunities to keep your characters consistent. Hold on, I'm actually a fan. Wait, I'm actually a fan. I wanted to try buying it to see if it would like switch the item, but no, you just get a duplicate of it. Which means, like I said, this is one of the rare ways to keep your characters consistent, is via like that. I wouldn't even call it a dupe really, but you know, via that trick. That's pretty cool. I hope you take your mask off. Let's kill this one simple and clean. But I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I want to kind of do art for like my own. Like, I just want to have fun. I want to do it. That's cool. I enjoy doing it. But I also don't want to make garbage. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think, an unfortunate side effect from the fact that I enjoy doing art is I also don't want to make something that's like kind of buns. So I got like my own standard to uphold myself to. And so a part of me is like, well, I gotta like kind of learn to draw. You feel me? But I just don't even know like what do I do? Like, should I anatomy? You feel me? That type of shit, or just like draw boxes in 3D space perspective kind of deal, or like what's good, you know? That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying this, where it's like there's so much to take into account here if you're a brain dead like idiot like me. I think he might deserve the relic. I think the other guy should take prayer card once, but I think this dude deserves relic. You can't do that. You cheated. You cheated me. You cheated me, man. There you go. So now he can take this. And then I get relic here. And then maybe get another. Nope. Okay, that's good game. That's good. I hope you find yourself. I hope you take your mask off. But yeah, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm just, I guess I'm curious. I want to get better. I want to undertake I know it's not an easy task doing art. I'm gonna be real with you, all right? I know it's not easy, but I want to undertake it because I enjoy it. I'm just kind of like, what do? You feel me? That's what's going on in my brain. Is where I'm just kind of like, what do? What's the move? You grab that instead. You! Sorry, I'm sorry. I freaked for a second there. You guys know I don't do well with this. Y'all know me. You guys know I don't do well with these Mask of Infamy ass enemies or whatnot. But, I mean, we'll see. You know what I mean? It's genuinely, no joke, it's genuinely like a we'll see moment. It's a resolution. Maybe I can stick to it. Maybe not. I don't know. I hope I can. Because I do like the idea of creating stuff. Especially if I can create something without having to worry about consuming it first. You know what I mean? It would be great to create something without having to like play The Binding of Isaac. Not that I hate playing The Binding of Isaac or whatever. I just think more people could in general do maybe they could do them some good to do a little bit more creation rather than consuming. You know what I mean? Don't you wait on me, I'll be fine. Okay. I already have Mantle and I have Cancer, so I have, technically, I have Wafer once I get hit once. So the other guy needs Wafer, and then I would get the Soul, which would be even better for me. I just need to not grab the wrong thing. Spirit Sword is good, but I could not. I need Spirit Sword consistently. Spirit Sword is one of my favorite items, and I will like 10 times out of 10 grab it. I just need to make sure I cannot, or I guess 9 times out of 10 now, because I don't want to have to switch off of Spirit Sword. I love the item too much. Soda. Yoink, and then I grab you, and then I grab you, and then we leave. Simple. Yes! It lives, yeah, who would have guessed? We knew. I realize I don't have good damage. I have the unfortunate realization that I do not have good damage. I just came to that right now. That's the beauty of, what's it called though, ain't it? There we are. Isn't that the beauty of playing this guy though, is realizing that one of your characters is like maybe a bit more stacked than the other, at least stat wise. Bro, stat padding kind of deal, you feel me? All right, I need to hold on to this because I need to make sure I do good damage. I need to hold on to this devil card to the ends of the earth, dog. We're living in an odd time, dare I say. Do I mean that? Kind of, a little bit. I don't mean that maybe in the sense you might be thinking of. But it's just like, we're like, I don't know, you know what I mean, man? In my heart of heart, I just don't really know. I guess, what the next step or whatever is for your boy here. Besides just like, I don't know, maybe taking on something like art. You feel me? Whew. Oh shoot. Thank you. Should I even pop prayer card? Yeah, why not, you know? No reason not to, I guess. I personally like to keep a nice balance of spirit hearts compared to red hearts. However, I don't think we can teeter this line. I don't think we're gonna be able to teeter this line nicely, you know what I mean? Although if I kind of have relic generating a little bit, maybe. Not bad, not bad, not bad. World's worst pill, you get 2 of them. Yep, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? World's worst pill, you get 2 of them. Thanks, game. Are you kidding me? Okay, alright, alright, alright. Oh, I thought I had the charge. I'm stupid. Nah, I'm good. you might say, Tony, what a move. Nah, I stand by that. I stand by that wholeheartedly. I don't care. I don't care what you say, alright? I think that was, no joke, one of my greatest moves there. Was just realizing, yeah, this room sucks, let me get out. I feel like we need to be more comfortable running away from some battles, you know what I mean, bro? Dare I say it? I think it's the truth. I think we as a people need to be more comfortable running away from some battles. Sometimes it just ain't worth fighting. You feel me? You know what's a battle I cannot run away from, though? You might think, Tony, what the hell are we talking about right now? So, as you guys know, I have undertaken a new series, although inconsistent, because I only do it when I want to, where I play COD Zombies. I asked a friend of mine, alright? Yes, we're gonna get here. I asked a friend of mine, hey, what map should I play next? And you know what he told me? He gave me a good recommendation. He said, Tony, you should play Ascension next. If you don't know, Ascension map came out in Black Ops 1. Had the first full for real Easter egg. Oh, Tony, Darius had, nope. You could say it did, but let's be honest here. The fly trap is not necessarily an Easter egg in the sense that the other ones are. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a whole bunch of steps that needed to be decoded via cipher and whatnot. You feel me? It's you can say it like started it or whatever, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say it's the first Easter egg, like full Easter egg, like quest. You know what I mean? Regardless, all right. Regardless on whether if it is or not. A friend decided, Tony, you should do Ascension. I said, that's a splendid idea. Let me go ahead, give it a try. I installed a mod that lets me do the Ascension Easter egg solo because it is a 4-player Easter egg otherwise. You literally need 4 players. It is impossible to do single player. I installed a mod that let it be possible. However, I'm faced with an issue now where it sucks. I think it's a good map, and it's one of the easiest maps to hit high rounds on. However, this is the era of needing RNG for your Easter eggs. So 1, I need to pull Gersh devices. 2, I need to pull Thundergun and Pack-a-Punch it. It's hard because the map does not do me any favors by also existing in Black Ops 1. Tony, what's the issue with that? Oh, let me tell you, brother. You can glaze Black Ops 1 all you want, all right? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you're wrong for glazing Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I think it's a good game. It's got a good zombies mode. It's got some good memorable maps. A very fine experience overall. However, it also has the unfortunate, I mean highly unfortunate, side effect of existing in Black Ops 1 with some of the worst weapons the mode has ever had the displeasure of having. Almost 90% of the box is unusable past round 20, dog. No joke. That's not even, that's not me lying or like I'm yanking your chain or whatever. That's 100% facts. 90% of the box is unusable past round 20. Most of it being filled with absolute horrible explosive weapons that suck anytime you use them. Not just past round 20, just in general, just the use of them gives me freaking disease, bro. So not only that, not only are we at an unfortunate impasse when it comes to using really garbage weapons. I'm mercy! There you go. Oh, come on. Are you for real? Are we for real here? Oh god, I'm stupid. I gotta switch back. What's up with every room in this floor containing these guys? What's up with that? Okay. I should be Bookworm, yes sir. So now both my guys have Bookworm. And I'll honestly, as much as I love the jar, I'll take this. I don't think I'm gonna have the opportunity to play this guy during the Isaac fight, so let's pop it now, just to get this over with. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, so like I was saying. What was I saying before? I kind of oh, Ascension has the unfortunate side effect of existing on Black Ops 1, where there are so many garbage explosive weapons and just overall middle weapons, like middling weapons, that it sucks to kind of exist on. Because there's no such thing as a good wall weapon. That's the beauty about a lot of the newer modern zombies games. And honestly, some of the older ones. The Thompson exists on Der East, and it is the greatest wall weapon to ever exist because one, it does crazy good damage. It's a submachine gun and has a good ammo economy, and it's, once again, it's a wall weapon, so you get to grab, what's it called? It's a wall weapon, so you get to grab ammo for it when you please. It's an amazing weapon. The Gibbs-O-Matic, I love. Unfortunately, no such thing exists in Black Ops 1. If it's on the wall weapon, it's probably one of the worst things you've ever seen. And as someone who's trying to get high rounds, it sucks having to cycle, not only get high rounds, but also beat the Easter egg. It sucks having to, once you reach past round 20, start cycling the box over and over for a remotely decent weapon, and then just dying because nothing does anything. No joke, this feels like the only complaint that you can have having gone through it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel as though me trying to explain the issue, this current said issue right now, it's not gonna do me any justice unless you are there experiencing my pain. You know what I mean? Because it sucks. It sucks so bad that I don't think it's possible for y'all to experience the pain of it without actually going through it, dare I say. So look, all I gotta say is, you guys kind of gotta like believe me for the meantime, but trust, I have had currently 2 full attempts of the Ascension Easter egg. Both recordings only unfortunately reaching roughly like an hour and some change. Me personally, I would like it to sit more near the 2-hour mark, but I mean, not much I can, honestly, I don't really have much control over it. I'm at the mercy of the game if it wants to play fair, you know what I mean? That's the unfortunate side effect. I'm at the mercy of the game if it wants to play fair and actually keep me in the game long enough. You know what I mean? Dare I say? It sucks. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It sucks. And it sucks pretty bad. It's not fun. I might have like maybe a newfound hatred for Ascension. I don't think so. I actually think Ascension is still like a pretty good zombies map. It's just, for the sake of the recording, man, it's been annoying. That's for sure. I can say that without a shadow of a doubt. For the sake of the recording, Ascension has been really annoying to deal with / work with. You feel me? It's like an Ascension doesn't want to play nice. But the issue is I need it to. You know what I mean? That's my big issue here. Ascension needs to play nice so it can have a good time with the other recordings, but it doesn't want to. Ascension doesn't want to play nice. It wants to play by its own rules. It wants to kill me an hour into the recording at round like 40. You feel me? Or round like 33. And I like going a little bit more in the high rounds because as I go a little bit higher in the high rounds, I get to, unfortunately, also, I think this is an Ascension only kind of real issue or whatever. Or maybe it's a me issue, but I'm blaming it on Ascension. I feel as though there's not many spots in Ascension that give me the opportunity to switch it up. You feel me? I feel as though if you're playing Ascension, you're relegated to like a few areas of the map and you don't get to get the beauty of that. Like, personally, I don't know if you guys know this or if you guys noticed this, but during my Shadows recording, I made it, unironically, I made it a thing to go out of my way and try and shuffle my runs in between each location so as to not have one area grow stagnant. You know what I mean? I think I spent an equal, or maybe not equal, but a good amount of time in Waterfront, a good amount of time in Canal, a good amount of time in the center area, a good amount of time in Footlight, in order to have it so it's not so boring and bland and just one-dimensional, you know what I mean, of a run through Shadows. And I know you might be thinking, oh, Tony, I thought you made these or whatever with the sake of like, you just want to have this as background noise, you know what I mean? And yeah, I do want to have it as background noise. I have used it to fall asleep a couple times, you know? I'm not ashamed to admit it. But I also want to put effort into it. You know what I mean? I say this and I say it wholeheartedly. No joke. All right. It may be a semi, I'm not going to lie to you. It might be semi, perhaps low effort to just upload no commentary, just straight pure raw gameplay of zombies. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the fact that it's like semi kind of like, oh, I'm not really doing much. I'm kind of just playing the game. You feel me? So I like to personally, one, get a good recording in. I want to get a recording in that I feel is good to even as watching. It is a solid run. And it's got a good enough, what's the word I'm thinking of? Mix of areas, locations, guns, and whatnot, things used in general. It's got a solid mix so as to not be boring, like so easy, you know what I mean? I'm aware that like the content itself might lend itself to being perhaps a little bit low effort, but me personally, the way I approach it, my mentality to approaching this is I still want it to be slightly high effort, you know what I mean? It may be low effort inherently, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fit some effort in there, you know? I don't think that just because, oh, Tony's doing no commentary, just playing the zombies map, that it's cringe or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, bro ain't doing shit. That's Mega Satan. Yes! Alright. One, I put my effort into it. I make it one continuous take. No cuts, no pauses. Not like, if it's a pause, it's a real pause. You know what I mean? Where I pause the game, grab something, or maybe I'm taking a sip, unpause, simple, no cuts. It's everything solid. Sometimes I'll be sipping in between rounds, you know, just so I don't have to pause. I try to do it on one continuous take of zombies gameplay. I try to switch up the areas enough, switch up the guns enough. Just, you feel me, man? I don't know. Anyways, I hate Ascension. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this. Catch you all on the next one. Peace out.